Here she is. What do you think? So, I did it. I know I staked you guys in the last video, but here she is. This is my Project Aston in the DDE 458 livery. This is the prototype livery from back in the day, 2016. It's the most iconic to me and to a lot of you guys out there. But here she is on a brand new platform. Something a little bit different from the 458 to the 488 that shares the same body lines. So I think it works out really well on the Aston Martin. And trust me, it's all gonna make sense once the aero's on the car's lowered, we've got more aggressive wheels. With the prototype, it kind of works for the development of modding the car from start to finish. Wild to see it in person, so cool. All right, so you see the wrap, but let's address the elephant on the zebra in the room. Something's a little off here. Right now we are running on the stock wheel, stock suspension. So it looks a little out of place. It's such an aggressive livery, deserves the car to look more aggressive and drive more aggressive. So the first thing we're gonna be doing today is taking the car down to our friends and getting new suspension set up on the car. That's right, we're getting race coilovers put on the Aston Martin. But if we're gonna do that, we need a solid crew for this. So we put together the ultimate crew for today. And here they are now. Hey! What's up, bud? We've got Eric Carbontastic in the house today, so he's gonna be rolling down with us to get new suspension on the car. What do you think of the new livery, man?
I love it. Well, at first I thought like, oh, it looks like the 458, but when you put it on a different body, it's totally different and it looks good as well.
Appreciate it, man. And we've got some stuff that works with you, right?
Yes.
You put a wheel on Mia's car before me.
Hey, ladies
we talked
first.
about this. I gave you $20. You said you're gonna give me the wheel first.
Ladies first.
What's up, dude? So what do you think?
Man. So when I first saw this car, it looked really soft, and now I like this livery. It looks really good. It changes the whole look of the car.
Yes.
And with all the other things you have like that are planned out for this build, I think this is gonna look so sick.
Thank you, thank you.
It's really cool design.
You can't, don't look at the wheels, don't look at the suspension.
I know, like I said,
don't look at any of that stuff.
It's a work
just
in progress.
Yeah.
It's not done yet by any means. There are a lot of other parts. We did order some more parts.
You did?
Yes. And those are being custom made right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this means you're Team Jason then, right?
You know, I gotta play the middle here.
Come on.
I gotta play the middle.
Come on, somebody be on my team.
I'm helping both sides of the build. I want two awesome cars.
Yes.
And I think they're both gonna come out great. So it's really gonna come down to the audience and what the audience likes better and the direction of each one of these builds, because they are quite different.
They are. Similar price points, similar things from like the era, but two completely different cars when you really tear them down. And this is your first Aston Martin you're gonna be working on?
Yes, and I love Porsches, so I'm trying to keep it in the middle here.
Right.
But yeah, I'm trying to be professional about it.
Yeah.
But this does look really good. Like, I think this is an awesome livery that you chose. I can't wait to see the wheels too. The wheels are gonna change it completely.
Oh, absolutely. Right now it looks like it's on like toy car wheels. Like it's not, it doesn't flow with it at all.
Exactly. They almost look like sunken in more now that you have that aggressive livery on it.
And of course, we're about to lower it, so you know what that means.
Yeah, it's gonna come in even more.
Hey, bud.
Oh, hey, Jason, how are you, buddy?
Hey, how was the wedding without me?
Really good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. No, come over here. Yeah, come on over here. Come over here. Let's see your crazy car. Oh, shit. What do you think? Oh, just wrap the car. You have a wrap shop. Just wrap it.
What do you guys think?
Like it?
It's a completely stock car with the craziest wrap.
Not happy with how the wheels and suspension look, but we're gonna address that today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where'd you get the budget from? Spent all on Mia's car.
Yeah, you did. I saw that.
Oh yeah, dude, we're all in on Mia's car. You guys have seen it. We're all in. So what's the plan today? Suspension?
Suspension. Full coilovers on it to get this thing slammed on the ground. Don't do that. Don't do that. Relax.
Oh, it's a DDE car.
Oh, no.
Well, have fun, you guys. Hopefully Jason makes you guys laugh as much as I do.
Better watch it. You want to rap, right?
I do.
Tell me how much you like it. How much do you like it?
I actually do, because the body lines are way different than on the previous cars.
Yeah.
On, right? So it looks pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sketched about your wrap choice.
Yeah.
Because you go subtle, man. You are a black.
That's right.
He's an all black type of guy.
Just leave the car black and do a DD logo and call it a day.
So I'm glad you went wild and crazy. And I think it's the craziest you've gone.
Thank you.
I think.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme, and I think it's all gonna make sense once you see like the aero, the wheels, and everything else.
Man, hey, look, I love Mia, but I'm on your side secretly. Don't tell nobody.
Come over there, dude.
I'm on your side.
My money? Yeah, I'm all out of money. You should take the keys. Take the keys. All right, so the last member of the group, because we need someone to help us do the install today, I brought out
I'm being kidnapped. Someone
Come on, Tim. Tim's gonna help us do the install down there. So we're gonna be meeting the CEO of the suspension company.
Oh, sick.
And I'll get my hands dirty, but I think it's gonna be a lot faster if you can get your hands dirty.
I got you. I got you.
You good?
It should be pretty simple, I think.
You think so?
I think so.
Have you worked on an Aston before?
No.
Okay, so
You ever worked on a Ford?
Hey! Or Jaguar, or Volvo, or...
What, a
No,
Ford?
Ford. Yeah.
You worked on Fords?
No, but close
So you
enough.
haven't worked on anything near this brand, but you're saying it's easy without even knowing.
I mean, how hard could it be? Famous
last words.
Guys, Piloti's having their biggest sale ever. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. You guys know we love Piloti shoes. I'm wearing the Compass. These are the shifts. Get you guys a pair because this is the biggest sale Piloti has ever done. It's 50% off, plus for DDE fans, an extra 10% off. Pilotis are known for their comfort and feel, both on track, whether you're cruising or you're racing. Pilotis offer an enhanced driving experience, and if you already picked up a pair for yourself, these make the perfect gift for the driver in your life. And Piloti ships worldwide. So check out the Compass, like high quality leather. It has the heel so you can feel, and look at the laces. They're all really nice, high quality, and it even has this little touch of carbon. And these are the shifts. They look extremely good, and the soles are super thin so you can feel the pedal super well, but they're still extremely comfortable. They have them in all types of colors. So guys, go to Piloti.com to get 50% off, plus an extra 10% off when you use code DDEBF10. That's 60% off. These shoes start out at $159. They now start out at $89 with the code. So go to Piloti.com and use code DDEBF10.
It looks like Jason.
That's not too aggressive. You gonna put the same wrap on your car?
No. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're gonna do something boring like
Are you trying to kiss my dad's to like get him to...
Maybe. Look at hey, shopdd.com. So if you want to get this merch that I'm wearing right now, you can actually go to shopdd.com. This is not a plug at all, Mia, right?
Yeah, that's like the OG. This is the new stuff though. You gotta go get this stuff.
Come on.
That's how you get more budget right there.
Yeah, that's how you get the budget right there.
Hey,
It's an extra 10 grand in the budget.
Yeah, right?
There we go. Eric, let's see your runway walk.
Whoa. Oh no, Eric. So today's video, we are going to address the very sloppy stock stance on this car. For the street use, it's okay. This car's 17 years old, so it's starting to show its signs of age, wear and tear. But overall, it's just very floaty. We do need to change the suspension out because this car will be tracked as well to be more planted to the road. So we have decided to partner with another UK-based company. I want to keep this all original to the Aston theme and with brands that not only service this car, but also work on some of the race cars too. So we've decided to partner up with our friends over at Nitron Suspension. I'm so excited because there's been a lot of years in the making that I've been wanting to work with them, and I finally have this opportunity with this unique build that we're doing with the Aston Martin. And so today we're gonna be going down to their brand new US-based headquarters. They just opened up a couple months ago. We're gonna be meeting with the CEO guy himself. All right, so we are here. We are pulling up to the new Nitron Suspension USA building. They just moved here a couple months ago. I think the Corvette with the big wing is the giveaway right there. Dang, that thing is sick.
Man, are you pumped?
Dude, I'm so excited to be here right now, and I think we're in the right spot. It says Nitron out here, so I think we're good. Hey, how's it going?
You made it.
Yes, Jason.
I'm Guy from Nitron, yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, man. I think we're in the right spot seeing this thing outside.
Yeah, and your car.
Yeah, well, you can't miss this, right?
It's a black car or it's a white car?
Guy, it's black and white, you can't tell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a full livery on it right now,
Yeah.
so yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
This is pretty wild. Is this your car?
Yeah, this is my car. This is actually my daily car.
Okay.
I only have the one car here. I came here in this year out to America.
Yes.
And I had to buy a car, and everybody's driving a truck, but I need V8.
Yeah.
I need sports car. I need American.
Yep.
This is the car.
Yeah, and it represents the brand well because it looks like the car's already modified. I mean, from front to back, it's pretty crazy looking.
Yeah, we've done a few things to it. I mean, it's a Stingray, so it's not a Z06.
Sure.
But we've had the aero put on, so it's all Verus aero. Big wing with their overhanging mounts. Now it is low. I mean,
it's very low.
That's low.
But you know a guy for suspension,
I know a suspension guy. So this has got a 40mm lift kit on it.
Oh, very cool.
So the standard car has a 3/4 inch lift kit.
Yes.
So we make a 1 inch lift, and we make like a 40mm, just over 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
So 1.5 inches at the shocks, slightly more at the arch, a lot more at the tip.
Yeah.
And that works really well around here.
Yeah, especially with
clears
the
everything.
Yeah, speed bumps and stuff with this thing would just destroy it. So
yeah, this is low.
having that lift is crucial. And then you got some lightweight wheels in the car from Apex. I love that.
Apex wheels on, which I thought were a good choice for what we're trying to achieve here.
Yeah.
A Paragon titanium exhaust on it.
Well, you have to show me that, because that was the first thing we saw when Mark and I pulled up. It's got a full exposed exhaust on there, which is pretty wild looking.
Yep.
And actually on my C8 that I had, I ran an open diffuser style as well, so you can see and show off of that rear X pipe.
We cut the bar off, we took all the mesh out. I wanted to make a diffuser that lined up with the back of the wing.
Sure.
I don't think there is anything available, so that's the next project.
Very cool. We'll have to get you out to some of the shows now that you've got
Love it.
a C8 here.
Love it. Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited to be here and kind of show the bits. So
cool.
Shall we?
Let's have a look.
I'm so excited. This is the real deal. This place looks legit. Man, I'm stoked to get this car a new set of coilovers right now. All right, so car is got a lot of droop to it. So you pointed out that what that means is when the car's up in the air, the wheels drop down. So you can see like the sag and the difference. So with coilovers, it tightens it up quite a bit. And that's about all I know. Now it means something, but there's more tech behind that too. Pretty surreal to see it under the lights in here, right? It's like the build's actually coming together.
It actually looks pretty simple. It's not too bad. It's pretty standard. So the 3 nuts on top, and then this is a bolt with the nut on the back side. The back is a little bit harder because it basically goes into the trunk, so we have to take out all the covers. And I'm sure it's the same thing where it's either 3 or 2 nuts on top, and then back here, it's just the 1 bolt. There's no nut on the back side because it's a thread through into the control arm. Pulled this back to see if we can get to the top nuts. Unfortunately, the tower is all sealed. Jason was right. We had to pull this box basically off the chassis, which isn't too bad. I think it's only 4 bolts. Miner's a little bit in the way, but that's easy enough. All right, 3. Interesting.
The e-brake's in the way?
Yeah, so maybe put the e-brake down.
I think we loosened the e-brake when we did the last one.
Yeah, so I think put the e-brake down.
Oh yeah.
We'll pull this caliper and pull this arm, and then we have room to swing this.
Just to
pull it out
the caliper, right?
Yeah. It's very tight. Don't worry, Jason. We're just using the hammer.
So Jason, what are you thinking for exhaust?
I think just delete this altogether and just run 2 straight pipes down the middle. What do you think?
I think that's what you need to do.
No, really, the next step is getting the new exhaust system. So we're going to be announcing the company we're working with for that. And this is getting a full exhaust system. So in the past, I've done catbacks or like down pipes. This is going to get everything, full headers back. Because right now it sounds way too quiet, but also we need some performance out of it. So along with that, we'll get a tune as well. So really, this whole process is just completely transforming this car from boring to wild. This thing's got to go. It's huge.
And that's one thing you're definitely going to have on Mia's car is when you get on the throttle, you can definitely hear that this has a cool sound behind it.
Yeah.
But it's just not breathing yet.
Correct. And the tone's really cool, but it's extremely muffled. You know, between the sound and the feel of it just being a little mushy, the coilovers are going to transform it, and then getting the new clutch, tune, all that stuff is just going to tighten up the car so much better. Yeah, I'm excited. It's finally happening.
All right, so we're just trying to get this shock out, but we need enough room to push it up over that, basically the clamp that holds it into the roller. There we go. It's free. It's like giving birth. I would know.
There he is.
Look, I helped just as much as Tim. With your hand. Oh. Look at this thing. No adjustability. For factory use, it served its purpose, but because this car is about to be heavily modified, we need to change it up. So I'm excited to see what the new unit looks like. Let's dive in and show you guys what we are going to be putting on the car.
This is what's going to be going on your car.
Aston Martin Vantage. It's real. That's cool.
So this kit is what you call the starter kit. So if you wanted a kit for a road car and you wanted to replace the standard product, this is the kit that you could do it with. It looks very similar to the original product.
Yeah.
It's got the same bearings, same seal bearings. It's the same structural size, same materials, hard anodized. It's got a 14mm rod shaft, again, same as the original part. All this is identical. The difference with this to an original product is adjustment. So you've got damping adjustment here.
Yes.
So you rotate that. Because it's very much for road cars, once you finish.
And that's the one where it is it click?
Click, they click.
Got it. And that's how you know the different settings.
Yep, they click. You take the original top mount. That's the difference with the Road Sport kits.
Got it.
Original top mount.
That makes more sense. Okay, yeah.
You take a spring. So that spring is what you call closed and ground at the end. So it's flat. So that fits over. Fits onto the platform, the new platform. but the top is designed to fit on the original molded top.
Got it, and it sits in usually like right into
like
a pocket.
like a rubber cup.
Got it.
Yeah. Yep. So this is very much for a road setup. The difference between this and an original shock, the original one doesn't adjust.
Ah, yes.
So you set your ride height, and then you can lock it off with a lock ring. That then won't move. That's then set.
It's pretty smart. I like
And
it.
it's light.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And your kit is one level up. We call it an R1 kit.
Okay.
So let's have a look.
Yeah, let's open it up.
It's very much our signature color. That's the shot that's going to go on.
Yeah, it looks a bit better than this one, right?
Yeah. Got stainless steel spaces here.
Yep.
Aluminium spaces here. So here's the top mount. This is the difference between the road sport and the more sporting products, is that we've got this top mount that goes onto bearing. So you've got bearings to bearings. The important thing to think about is that the chassis motions are not rubberized in any way. So you're not being effectively isolated from road movements.
Yeah.
So as the suspension is moving, these dampers without any rubber will effectively start moving the piston with all the shims and the valving in immediately. A lot of suspension movements are these really tiny movements. You can hardly see them. And so all of those movements, instead of being absorbed in rubber ends, are actually damped. So that will bolt onto there, we'll assemble that, and then any motions that you have at all on your suspension will be immediately damped.
So more of a direct feel and contact.
That's the difference. Let's get it on the car.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's like a work of art having this on here. Look, so you can get the detail in there, Mark. And of course, your branding on here as well.
Always.
Once it's on the car, nobody will see it, but it doesn't matter. Like we were just talking about earlier.
I think even the staff enjoy putting it together. They have pride in the products.
Oh, I love it. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm excited to get these on.
All right. Yeah, it's still a little bit tricky. You still have to move an arm, but it came out pretty simple. So we also found a possible issue. This car has a strut tower brace, and these are the caps. And Jason has an adjustable shock now that he won't be able to adjust because, is there a hole up there?
There can be.
Can be.
I can drill some holes, brother.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this back and undo this out there.
This is how I'll do it, right at Jason's car. Jason, don't put your foot on the spring. That's what has all the tension. All right, you ready?
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Why are you so scared?
What are you so worried about, Tim?
What are you so worried about?
He came in there and he's like, I'm worried. I have to sign this release form and everything.
What? I was gonna launch it at your car, but that's all good.
That's rude.
And this, no rubber.
So that's what you're talking about, where it loses its like direct feel when it gets lost inside of that isolator right there. Yeah.
Good.
It's so much lighter.
A little better looking too, huh?
Yeah, they're really bright and pretty, unlike your car.
The disrespect.
There you go.
What do you think, Jason?
It's the cleanest thing on the car, I'll put it that way. It's already looking good. The fronts were easier than the back so far, right? But as you can see, my hands are dirty, so I'm really doing all the work here. I'll put the top nut on, does that count?
Some of these clips are very old and crusty, so they broke.
Ah, okay. So you're breaking my car is what you're saying?
Yeah, you're making it better, lighter.
Well, we're making it better by the suspension, so overall, because you've done a lot of coilover installs, pretty straightforward on this, or anything that's out
it's
of
a little
ordinary?
bit different than a normal car in the rear, but overall, the front's pretty simple, pretty normal.
And then fit and finish all this stuff, I'm watching
it's
us put it in,
Yep.
it's all like factory where just
Yes,
it fits right in place. Really cool. So fronts are both done. Now the rear is a little bit more difficult because of the box that goes on it.
Yeah, but most of the time in the rear was us figuring out how to get it out and what had to basically come out with it.
This is a standard coilover setup, but one thing that Nitron does make is a system that has a front lift on it, which has become huge in the market right now, especially for exotic cars, but for a lot of other cars.
Yeah, the thing with the cars that we deal with, we like to run them low.
Yeah.
They usually have some kind of splitter spoiler on the front. And they usually get torn off somewhere, like, you know, on my old GT3's always losing the front.
Yeah,
damn,
that plastic
again,
splitter that gets off,
it's always gone. And I think having a front lift unit that can actually work easily, you push the button, it lifts it up, I think really is the way to go with so many sports cars.
Oh, yeah.
And so we developed the kit based off our original motorbike design from over 2 decades ago. So we've got the proven experience in it. We know it's safe. and we extended it into the car range, and people are now buying it.
Nice. And you actually have a setup that's over here.
We do. We've mocked one up for you.
Let's go take a look at it.
So effectively, the way this works is this is the pump unit. So we've got the motor part here. That's effectively the valve head. The motor itself, the pump part, is inside this reservoir surrounded by oil. That's a locking solenoid, so when you've lifted it up, it locks in place. And it pumps oil out of a flexible line on command from a button that you'd put inside the cockpit of your car. This is the unit here that will lift.
And then you press the button when you want it to go back down, or after you drive the car for some time.
So we've programmed this particular unit for 3 minutes. After 2.5 minutes, it will start to make a noise. So there's a sounder here, it's quite loud. So in the cabin, you'll hear this noise coming on saying I'm about to lift. The button itself will also start to flash.
Got it.
I mean, it will go down on its own. And that way, if you forget about it, or you're just deep in conversation and you've forgotten it's still up, and I do sometimes forget that it's up, I can hear it making its noise, it's going to come down now.
That's cool.
And literally got this on the daily driver. It's up and down 20 plus times a day and doing its job.
You can do either I think we were saying a 25 millimeter versus a 40.
Yep, so 25 millimeter, the 1 inch.
Yeah.
And the 40, just over 1.5 inches. So they're very similar, just longer componentry.
Okay.
Same pump does the job. And we're working on a couple of projects that are requiring 4 wheels to be lifted.
Nice. That's one project you were talking about for the future.
Yeah.
That's the big one. So really cool. And I think on a 40 mil, that allows for the cars that are really slammed to get up and over those speed bumps.
Yeah. Put a gun in it or something. Yeah.
All right, the last one. So Jason will get in this thing, drive it, take it over some bumps, some jumps, hit the pylons that divide the fast track from the normies.
Dave have a good experience about hitting those.
What?
With the van.
Oh yeah. We're basically done. We basically are putting in the liners now and then wrap up Jason's trunk. Or we can just not put his trunk back together. What? What is it?
You have a black bruise or mark?
It's just dirt.
Tim, did you get in a fight?
Yeah. With this car.
Full coilover setup is in right now. They look absolutely amazing on this car. The car under the lighting, everything is just coming together. It's pretty wild to see. But the next step on this car is setting the ride height. So the car's up in the air right now. The next step is to get it on the ground, throw the stock wheels on, and make some adjustments to see where it's setting front and rear.
Better?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. Nice.
It's looking right. Yeah, it's looking proper, man. This honestly, this whole experience has been great. Like your whole crew, the shop, everything. It's exciting to have you here in the States. SoCal car scene is like, it's insane. Like half the guys that are watching this right now like live around this area.
Yeah.
We gotta get this car outside so we can see how it's looking right now. And then once we get the wheels on there, I'm excited to send you photos of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really dialed in.
Yeah, please.
So cool, man. Should we get the car outside?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get it outside.
Okay.
Dude, this thing looks so much better already.
It's so much better.
I can't wait for you to get the wheels on here.
Oh yeah.
Because like the height is pretty good, the wrap looks perfect, but yeah, it's gonna change.
But also the biggest thing with coilovers is how the car handles. Before it was really floaty, it was creaking, making noises, so I'm really excited to get this out in the street and do some test drives in it because it's got coilovers on the Aston. I can't thank you enough.
A pleasure.
You guys have been great.
Absolutely.
So this whole team, the facility.
Your team was great. Your team was great too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What about Eric? Do you still like him?
Thank you.
Well,
I work here now.
No, you don't work here now.
I still like Eric.
He's not like Eric, okay.
Yeah. Tim was cool. Glad we had him.
Yeah.
Obviously, the man on the
That's
camera.
right. Mark killed it.
Doing his thing.
Dude, it's so much better already.
Yeah?
Just driving there now, everything feels so much tighter. The old suspension, this is a 17-year-old car, so the old, this is Tim. Did he get coilovers? The old suspension was just worn out and tired and sloppy and slushy and sluggish. Now, You feel that, Mark?
It's tight.
It's tight. So there's a few things with the coilovers. It's getting the ride height dialed in, which will all make sense once the wheels on. I know you guys are thinking right now the stock wheels look terrible. I'm very aware of that. Now the next step is just getting a feel for how the car drives, and already leaving there, you can feel it's so much tighter and rides a lot smoother too. And a big thing for coilovers, everyone thinks that coilovers need to ride really firm and hard and aggressive. Yeah, they do, but they also don't need to be bouncing all over the place. So that's the difference between a cheap set of coilovers and a good quality set. The dampening's right, the spring rates are correct, all of that stuff. So I'm excited to see what this car does on the street and also on the track. I think I'm ahead of me at this point. I was getting worried. I saw her car, it's got all the aero on it, and I thought she was back in the lead, but after getting this set of coilovers on the car and getting it planted and getting the new wheels on the car, it's Team Jason, baby. Team Jason all the way. We're getting there. This build is almost done. All right, so we just stopped to get gas, and we have to do the firmness test on the front fender compared to
Dude, it's going nowhere.
So
Let me get another push. Nice.
How's the ride?
The ride's so much smoother. You know this thing on the way over, I was squeaking?
Yes.
Gone.
Oh, so it's the shock, yeah.
So much better. Trunk.
It's not going anywhere.
So there's a part of it of you want the suspension to be firm, but you don't want it jarring on the street. So you want it slammed, but we want it manageable as well. So that's the balance of these coilovers, is that it's a manageable ride, but it sits lower and it sits more aggressive. Get the exhaust on, we get the wheels on. We'll puncture Mia's tire. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What a guy.
Well, the odds were in our favor today because I've got exciting news. We actually have our brand new wheels that just landed. I thought it was gonna be a delay, but with fingers crossed for the past week, and it happened. We have our new wheels behind us. These are the wheels that we special ordered through our friends at Apex. You saw in the videos, we were at the track day about a month ago now, and I think you guys are gonna be really excited because we took this one step further. I was planning on ordering a readily available set of wheels, but we decided they were about to release a brand new wheel that the whole market is going wild for right now. And I was able to get my hands on the very first set with something that's very custom, that makes this one of one. So I'm excited to show you guys. Let's unbox my brand new Apex wheels. There it is, the brand new Apex ML10RT fully forged wheels on the car, satin black, one of one, and these wheels look so good. It's such a motorsport oriented wheel. It's going to look the part, but also act the part when we take it out on track. We paired it up with some Cup 2 tires, and these wheels were made for the car. Like, look how spot on the fitment is on here. You can see even down to the details of the caliper clearance. It's so tight, but they maximize the scalloping on the spoke, so it's as concave as can be as well. So it's a good looking wheel, performs well, and I have it on the Aston Martin. And this thing looks mean. And now that the car is on its new wheels and tires, now we can go back and really take full advantage of the Nitron fully adjustable suspension. So we can dial in the rear, dial in the front, and then do a proper alignment and corner balance on the car, and then get this thing out on track. So thank you, huge shout out to the guys over at Apex. These wheels just came out, so they have their Black Friday sale. Take a look on their page. They've got about 4 colors out there right now. This is not one of them. This is a true one of one, but these wheels are not gonna last. There's a lot of hype behind it, and I'm really stoked to be representing the brand and having the first set on this car. Guys, this is coming together. In next video, we've got something really exciting planned for this car. Let's give it a little bit more noise, so you'll have to stay tuned for that.